Hello everyone and welcome back to Farm Simulator 22. During the week we had the Straw Harvest Pack by Creative Mesh release on FS22 for free. It's in the mod store, so make sure you go and have a look at it. It's quite a cool mod. It was over from FS19 I believe, but the kit in this is absolutely insane. I mean, we just have so much to show. So for starting off, let's just get straight in and let's turn that off for a start. And here we have a round baler. It's called the Krone Comprima V180 XC. It's just a round baler. Does your standard round bales. If we just jump in here, hit F1, you can see if we hit L, so you have the 125, the 150 and the 180. So you have the three bale sizes as usual. Then you have your automatic, obviously bale drop, whatever. Close the bale net door. So these require bale net, and the square balers over there, which we'll get to in a minute, require some twine, which I do have up here. I do have some pallets of them. So this is the twine, and this is the net wrap for the round baler. This is for the square baler. When you're purchasing your balers, you can choose, I'll just show you real quick. You can just choose whether they fill up automatically when you buy them. So refill supplies manually or automatic. And if you do automatic, then you don't have to put twine in the round net. And more or less just hit R beside it, usual. And it'll refill and you'll see them all stock up inside. So yeah, it took 3, which is 100%. So once you have your twine in, you can just use it as a normal baler. It's pretty much self-explanatory. Round bale pops out, usual size, right? Very cool. Over here we have a slightly bigger machine. These do require a lot of horsepower. That's why I have the big T8s on them. But we've the Krone Big Pack 1290 HDP2 XC, and this is pretty much the very same baler, apart from this one has a chute, which basically you bale your square bales and it just drops them out one by one as usual. But over here then we have a little trailer, like a drag behind the square baler, and it plonks out 3 bales side by side. And yeah, so pretty much if you just get in, we will start up the tractor. Again, has all the bale sizes, so you have your 180, your 220 and your 240 square bales. So we've dropped the twine boxes, quite easy. And you can basically put in your twine into your baler by hitting R, and as you can see, they are slowly going in side by side. To fill up, you can buy this pallet of twine with or net wrap with different amounts in the pallet. So yeah, it's quite easy. There we have, all the pallet is empty. I know the baler's not full, but we can lift back up those boxes, which is quite cool, the animations. I mean, you see where it says bale unload is O. If we just swap that to an X in the middle and then 2 dashes, that means it'll just drop off the square or the middle bale. So then on a button, then you have the 2 side ones, and then you have all 3, which will drop 3 in a row. So that's quite handy to drop 3 big square bales right beside each other, because if you actually head over here, we do have these Savage bale lifters. So you have this normal bale spike, you have a bale grab like that, and then you have the biggest bale grab for the wheel loaders. So if we just lift that up and unfold, you see it plonks down, and it's like a little shape, and you just drive up, and then there's a button to grab bales is why you'll see the little teeth come down. So yeah, you can see that picks up quite a lot of square bales, which is massive. So quite cool. They're also part of the Straw Harvest Pack, these 3 implements. So you have the bale spike, which goes on, I think, all 3. So it goes on a front loader, telehandler and wheel loader. This goes on a front loader and a telehandler and the wheel loader. And then this is just for the wheel loader, this massive one. So yeah, as you can see, it picks up quite a lot. So they're just basically balers. They are quite cool. how they have the little trailer and they fold out and stuff for your net wrap. But then we have the static baler, which is insane, the Chrome Primos 5000. So, as you can see, this is quite a big piece of kit, and again, this requires a tremendous amount of horsepower. So, I have the biggest New Holland I can on this. And basically, this is what turns the straw into pellets. You can detach, so if we bring in the pipe, which I'll just show you real quick, and we fold this table-like thing in, this is basically the shredder. Them animations are absolutely insane, but once that's folded up, you can move this around, but when that's down you can't drive it at all. Obviously it's a stationary baler or shredder, but you can actually pop that off and it goes out on a pallet. We just go and have a look. You can then pick it up with your forks, move it around, and there is an arrow, see the yellow arrow, to show you to point towards the baler, and you have to drive the baler up to roughly this position and you will see the prompt to connect to it. But you can also just use this as a normal baler, so it will literally pick up your swats like this, and you can shred then and make the pellets on the go. Or if you already have bales then, which I'm going to produce and which I'm going to show you, it will shred the bales already. So this will just connect, and then we'll just unfold it, and we'll knock the pipe out. So again, this works with hay and straw to make the pellets. I'm just doing some straw for an example, but yeah, the same with all them. Obviously they're all just normal balers, but this, to get the pellets, it does work with straw and hay. So we will just plant that there. We can turn on the baler, and you can see then it's starting to suck in with the conveyor belt. It is quite slow, but it does get in there and it shreds up, basically goes through the process and down this conveyor belt. And you can see I have some pellets already in here, and then obviously they come out and you can tip them into a trailer. I'll try and just persuade that bale a little more, because it's actually on the thing. But yeah, very big piece of kit. So when it's like this with this conveyor belt out, you can't drive it. It's obviously a stationary implement and machine then. As you can see, she's starting to shred. Very dusty. But yeah, you can see the pellets all dropping. And again, straw and hay this works for. And then you can literally turn on the conveyor belt and it will unload in a pile on the ground, or if you have a trailer under that, it will obviously tip into your trailer. And then you have your pellets on the ground. And what you can do with the pellets is actually quite cool. So we'll leave that like that. We head over here. I have another base set up. This is a processing plant to bag up the pellets that you get. So I have a trailer full of pellets, but you can back in. This is straw pellets, of course, and then you have your hay pellets, and you can just back them into your little bays, and you can use the telehandler to scoop them up and throw them into this hopper, or you can actually drive this gantry crane if you just come over here. So if we, it's very awkward to use. So if we do that, try and lower it. So we'll try and get a scoop. Nope. It is quite awkward to use. So down. As you can see, we're getting a nice scoop of that. And we have a full scoop. We can lift that up. So you can move the gantry over and tip it into the hopper like so. Obviously bring it back and drop it and open it in. Or you can just tip it in with the telehandler, just like so. So if you just throw some in there, you will see it processes like so. Up the conveyor into the bagger. We'll bag up all the pellets then in little 50-litre bags. You can just see it written on it. Get this on. So 50 litres these are. Little pellet bags. And then you have a palletizer here to stack all the pallets in layers of 5 onto the pallet. And these pallets are 2,000 liters. So once the bags keep coming, you keep feeding it. And if the pallet doesn't finish, obviously it'll just stay there. And once it's finished, it slides along, goes across, and is fully shrink wrapped in a 2,000 liter straw pellets pallet, or hay pellets, whichever you use. And you can also actually, if I get back in the New Holland, we'll back out to the other production over here, which is like a heat production. You get energy and money from it, and heat. And you can again just tip stuff in there. And this will slowly just make you money then. So you can see with straw pellets and wood chips, this is for only. So no hay pellets in here. And it basically makes you your energy or your heat, and it will just run in the background and earn you money. But then you have to buy this sell point for your pallets. You have straw pellets and hay pellets, like so. Sale pellets, 20 kg bags. And then obviously you have a price. And let me just turn on super strength, or hell, turn it on. And as you can see now, this is nearly full. This might move. And that might be the last layer. 5, I believe it is, and it sends the pallet on its way, stocks up a new pallet then. Simple as that, and just shrink wraps it like that. So if we take this, to be honest, a skid steer would be an absolute ideal machine to have in here. Just to scoot around. I would use a skid steer or a loader to load into this. This is quite awkward to use. Again, I'm just a mouse and keyboard, so it is quite awkward. Maybe with a controller it might be a bit easier, or a joystick or something, but with mouse I find it very confusing. Skid steer to tip in here and have a pallet adduction, and you'd have no problem get a pallet fork in under them with a skid steer and fly around. You'd have loads of room. But you can just bring your straw pellets then over to your sell point. And bosh, €1,800 for a pallet of straw. I'm not sure if the hay is worth more or less, but yeah, it's a pretty cool mod. I know I kind of just raced through most of it, but you get the gist. Basically, you have the 3 balers, and then you can add the 4th baler is more like a shredder, and then you have the trailer. These are just simple square bales, round bales. You need the net wrap, which you can turn off if you want, but it does cost you money as you use then. And yeah, the bale shredder then, obviously to get your pellets. So you need this to get the pellets to make pellet pallets like that. But yeah, very, very cool. I'm definitely going to be using it in one of my Let's Plays, so make sure you check that out. We can't turn it off. We don't need it running. So yeah, if you liked the video, guys, make sure you hit subscribe. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you leave a comment on your suggestions. And I am starting a role-playing series very, very soon. In the next week or two. So make sure you hit subscribe and ring the notification bell to get notified when my videos go live, so you don't miss my role-playing starting. Because I put an awful lot of time into it, and I really hope it works out. So yeah, I hope you guys liked it. That is the straw harvest mod in Farm Simulator 22. Very, very quick video, but you get the gist. It's not awkward to use at all. By Creative Mesh, they've done a fantastic job on these chrome balers. So yeah, absolutely insane. So I'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for watching, and goodbye.